Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And this morning, AT&T reported their first quarter earnings. And a lot of questions that I've seen all over the place. How is AT&T pulling this off? Right? Because Verizon and T-Mobile continue to enhance and add additional value into their unlimited plans. They keep adding on perks, adding on this, adding on that. And AT&T really has done none of it. They have no perks that they're offering. And even as recently as just a couple of days ago, maybe a week or so, like Verizon made a change to their unlimited plan. They enhanced their unlimited plan. They added unlimited hotspot. T-Mobile responded to that by adding new unlimited plans that have higher hotspot, high-speed data than even Verizon. And I know after 250 gigs, T-Mobile's does drop down to 3G speed, but they responded, right? AT&T has done none of it. They haven't added any perks into the unlimited plans, right? Even though I felt like even before the changes that T-Mobile and Verizon recently made, I said this in a previous video, I felt like AT&T needed to respond anyway, right? The perks, the bundle discounts, the value that T-Mobile and Verizon present is just overwhelmingly at this point better than what AT&T's plans present. But AT&T hasn't responded. Will they respond? Remains to be seen. On maybe they add a new unlimited tier, or maybe they just revealed new unlimited plans altogether. Who knows, right? That's more of a we'll see approach. But what we do know, whatever AT&T is doing, it works. They added 324,000 postpaid customers for the quarter, and their postpaid phone churn was at 0.83%, which is better than what Verizon reported. And until T-Mobile reports, AT&T is probably going to have the best churn in the industry. That's crazy. That's really crazy to say. Looking at their unlimited plans, they offer nothing, right? Yes, they offer unlimited data in other countries, and we understand that. That's baked into the plan. But outside of that, the only thing AT&T really offers is a great converged offering where you get I think it's a 20% discount now, or 25%, whatever it is, discount for bundling your fiber with wireless. But not everybody has access to that. So I would say some of the brief math that I've done, out of the 324,000 postpaid customers that AT&T added, 156,000 of them came from a converged offering. So 156,000 of these postpaid ads came from, that customer getting fiber and wireless. So that's a staggering number. It's a big number. So it's definitely helping AT&T. But AT&T is not adding in any additional value. They're not even trying to add additional value or perks. They had HBO Max at one time when it was still HBO Max. Then it changed to Max on the rebrand. AT&T came up with an article from CNET at the time. They sent out some emails from PR that they were going to bring back Max, and they never did. They never brought it back. It's not part of the plan. So that's very, very interesting to really figure out. What is AT&T doing that the others aren't doing that's so successful, right? They're offering the same amount of promos as everyone else. Now, the only difference that AT&T has been doing is they've been allowing all of their plans to get the same promos. If you get $1,000 off on the highest plan, you get $1,000 off on the lowest plan, right? That's something that I think Verizon just now started doing more aggressively, where all of the plans get the same promo. But other than that, AT&T is really not doing much of anything else. So that's really the hard part to figure out. The fiber, I mean, they've been consistently growing over 200,000 a quarter for the last 21 quarters, consecutive quarters. So nothing really surprising there. But the postpaid, right? If you look at Verizon as an example, during the earnings call, Verizon said, we have the best value proposition in the industry. We've been had the best value proposition in the industry. And they still couldn't grow enough to offset the amount of losses that they took. This time business couldn't save them. Business only grew like 67,000, so that couldn't offset the losses. So they had to post an actual loss of 298,000 customers once business was added in. With the best value proposition, offering this, offering that, now offering 3-year price lock and unlimited hotspot, is that going to do anything for Verizon? Who knows? Who knows at this point? AT&T is sitting back. They're chilling. They're relaxed. They're not doing anything. I don't even know if John Stankey and his team are even engaged with any third party to bring any of this type of distribution on perks and media and streaming. Nothing. They are not doing anything. Even as Verizon continues to slap on more perks, more options, more choice. T-Mobile, AT&T is not doing anything, and they're still growing. They're still growing consistently. It's been consistent. It's been consecutive. It's not like it's one quarter and then no. They've been doing this consistently. Every quarter they do 300,000. They do over 200,000 fiber ads. They do that consistently without adding perks. So that's just something that I wanted to talk about in this video. All right, kind of not necessarily a recap of the quarter, but it's something that everyone is asking. How is AT&T doing this without offering anything? And then the big question is coming up too. Do T-Mobile and Verizon necessarily need to add all the perks and value that they're doing if T-Mobile is if AT&T is growing and they do nothing, right? So we'll see what happens. This is a very, very interesting time in the industry, but AT&T 324,000 postpaid ads, and they don't really have a real value proposition. Yeah, they might be a little cheaper. Yeah, they do corporate discounts and all that, but they don't have much value baked into the plan itself. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.